The Torah says, there is a moment that comes after clarity has settled, not the dramatic moment of revelation, not the emotional high, but the quiet morning after. You wake up, life continues, responsibilities remain. The world does not pause to acknowledge what you have understood. And now a deeper question appears. How does a person live after meaning has arrived? The Torah does not leave this moment undefined, because many people stumble here. They assume that meaning is the end of the journey, that understanding completes the work, that once insight arrives, life should feel lighter, cleaner, simpler. But the Torah teaches something more grounded. Meaning is not an escape from life. It is a return to life with responsibility. The Torah says, clarity does not remove obligation. It deepens it. When meaning settles properly, it does not pull the person away from the world. It anchors him more firmly inside it. This is where spiritual maturity begins. Before meaning, a person searches. He questions. He waits. He endures. After meaning, a person must act, without drama, without urgency, without self-importance. The Torah warns, do not turn meaning into identity. Identity hardens. Meaning must remain alive. When a person turns insight into identity, he stops listening. He assumes his understanding is complete. He becomes rigid. But Torah wisdom is fluid. It adapts. It responds. It remains humble. The Torah says, true understanding makes a person more careful, not more certain. Careful in speech, careful in judgment, careful in action. Because understanding reveals complexity, not simplicity. This is why the Torah returns the person to ordinary life so quickly. Work, family, responsibility, small decisions, unnoticed actions. These are not distractions from meaning. They are its testing ground. Meaning that cannot survive daily life was not yet integrated. The Torah says, wisdom that only exists in reflection is incomplete. Wisdom must withstand irritation, fatigue, disappointment, and repetition. This is where meaning proves its integrity. After clarity, the ego often seeks expression. It wants to speak, to explain, to guide others. But the Torah teaches restraint. Not all understanding must be shared. Not all insight must be taught. Not all clarity must be externalized. Some meaning is given to refine the person, not to inform the world. The Torah says, you are responsible for how meaning shapes you, not for how others receive it. There is a temptation to expect life to improve immediately after insight, to feel disappointed when challenges remain, when friction returns, when uncertainty reappears. But the Torah teaches continuity. Life does not reset because you understood something. Life continues, and now you must continue with integrity. This is the real work. To apply understanding without advertising it. To act wisely without demanding recognition. To live truthfully without expecting confirmation. The Torah says, the sign of true meaning is that it reduces inner noise, not outer difficulty. It steadies the person when things are unclear. It guides decisions without forcing outcomes. Meaning becomes a compass, not a shield. A shield blocks reality. A compass engages it. The Torah does not promise that life becomes easier. It promises that life becomes cleaner. Clean means less internal contradiction, less unnecessary struggle, less self-betrayal. This does not remove pain. It removes confusion about who you are while experiencing pain. After meaning, the person is asked to re-enter uncertainty, but differently. Now uncertainty is not threatening. It is familiar. It is part of the terrain. The Torah says, clarity teaches you how to walk, not where the ground will always be firm. This is why humility is essential. Meaning without humility turns into arrogance. Arrogance blocks further growth, but humility keeps the channel open. Humility means you know you have learned something and you know there is more. You are grounded and still attentive. You act and still listen. This is why Torah wisdom never concludes with final answers. It concludes with responsibility. Responsibility to live carefully. Responsibility to remain ethical. Responsibility to stay aligned even when clarity fades again. because clarity does fade, not because it was false, but because life evolves. The Torah says, understanding must be renewed through living. Each season tests meaning differently. Each challenge reveals new layers. Each return to confusion asks for a deeper application. If you have reached a place where meaning has settled, do not cling to it. Let it guide you. Let it inform you. But do not freeze it. Return to life. Return to action. Return to relationship. Carry meaning quietly. And remember, the Torah says, the highest form of wisdom is to live normally, after seeing deeply. You have been blessed. Thank you for watching. If this lesson resonated with you, please consider sharing it and subscribing for more.